Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. What are you the 1% of? I was born with a cardiac rhythm disorder. Normal heart rate for a newborn is like 130 per minute, mine was like 30. I heard from my mother my case was so rare that several cardiologists from all over the country ditched their conferences to fly to the hospital I was in and to see how to fit a pacemaker into a newborn. Edit. Thank you so much for the upvotees /awards, you are all awesome. My case was so rare that several cardiologists from all over the country ditched their conferences to fly to the hospital I was in and to see how to fit a pacemaker into a newborn. At least they were having fun, d. Haha, you reminds me of a Seafeld bit, I think it was at least, where it's making fun of those auditorium surgeries and how you definitely don't want other doctors to be like why they are doing what. This I've got to see. I'm imagining Amorphous is fighting Neo. Moment countrywide with cardiologists. Stop trying to fit a pacemaker in me and fit a pacemaker in me. Not that I've looked it up, but I've run over a fish in my car. Whenever I tell the story, no one has heard anything like it. I've seen a video of salmon trying to swim over a partially flooded road, was it like that? Why did the salmon cross the road? Edit, this. This is my first award. I drive a BMW and always use my turn signal, even pulling out of my driveway. Dude. If you are gonna lie, at least make it something believable. Yeah, everyone knows BMW wouldn't waste money actually installing turn signals. I have AB blood, which is found in less than 1% of the population. Came here for this. My sister and I both have AB, plus, she is a blue-eyed red-haired girl which makes her even more unique. I was about to comment that I'm a blue-eyed redhead. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2008 pole vault. When I was 8 to 11, I had the second highest score in the world. That has most likely changed. I was the world's fastest on Rainbow Road in Mario Kart Wii for like 3 days. I think I remember your name from Summoning Salt's video. Removed. Did you keep it? Edited, on your tongue. Did you keep it on your tongue? Heck number. It'd break too easily and they'd have to put a cath on it. Wait, really? How did that feel? I would also want to ask same question to his GF. I think it's like 0.5% of women or something, but I have a double uterus. Medically called a didelphys uterus. A septum separates my uterus, which kinda made them form into two separate ones, and the septum continues down into the vagina, so I also have a left and right side. Not fun to deal with, but I'm too scared to get the surgery for it. Can you get pregnant while pregnant? If so, I would use all contraceptive methods at once. Edit. Thank you, kind strangers, for teaching me something new. I now know that yes, you can get pregnant while pregnant, and it's extremely rare. It can happen even if you only have one uterus. Also wanted to thank everyone that provided input about IUD and gave some reassurance that it's not a torture mechanism. Lastly, I wanted to send love to everyone that knows someone or have lost a pregnancy themselves. I don't think the feeling of loss ever goes away, and screw anyone that says, but it was just a fetus. Edit 2, missing word and clarity. I'm not sure about getting pregnant while already pregnant, but I'm sure that can happen, one pregnancy on each side. I actually had an IUD put in before I knew I had this issue was a thing, and that's how I found out about this issue in the first place. They said there would be some discomfort and maybe some cramping for a day or two when I first got the IUD put in. Cramping lasted a couple weeks and I was in crippling pain. Turns out the IUD only went into the left side and was so cramped in there, as it only had half of the space it's normally supposed to have, that it was digging a hole into my uterine wall. Even though I had the IUD, I still could have gotten pregnant on the right side since it was completely unprotected. When the IUD was removed, they did an ultrasound to figure out what the issue was. Q 4 or 5 years of doctor's appointments and seeing specialists, and here I am, lol. Triple nipple over here. 0.5% I believe. My wife has 4. She wins. You win. Edit, y'all, go donate this money or something rather than giving it to some shitpost. That's nothing, my dog has 8. So you tell me everyone I meet has a 0.5% chance to have 3 nipples. Gotta go hunting. Got my wisdom teeth pulled. One side grew back over a year from a fragment left. Dentist published an article about it and was so happy. I was not with another oral surgery. My mom had her wisdom teeth pulled out, and they all grew back again. Dentist never seen anything like it lol. I was in the first 1% to watch What Does the Fox Say? On YouTube. YouTube sent me an email telling me so. Ooh, that was Gargam style for me. I saw it with like 3 Kelvin views. If you legit saw Gargam style with 3 Kelvin viewers, that isn't first 1%, that's first 0.001%. You'd only need to have seen it with 30 M views to be in the 1%. Similar for me, I was aware of Crab Rave within the hour that it was first released. I used to be a huge Monster Cat fan / follower, so to me it was just a clever April Fool's joke. Was flabbergasted when it became a meme sensation. I felt like a first mover on something for once in my life. I guess I'm in the 1% of only having 3 lower front teeth. Me too. I had no idea this was a thing. I just thought I was one weirdo. Did yours move to the center? Do your dentists also play a guessing game to figure out which one is missing? I'm so fascinated. Yori, I found my people. Had to wear braces in my early teens and they moved to the center. Stayed there since then. When I was getting braces I had already known I only had 3 teeth down there, but I'd assumed there was just one chilling in my gums. When the orthodontist took x-rays though, he asked me about it and said it was a birth defect. The orthodontist laughed in my face when I asked for my disabled parking pass. Elmeo. Not quite the same but somewhat similar. My bottom left canine tooth is still a baby tooth. I'm 25. Turns out there was no adult tooth underneath it to push it out. Or so we thought. Went to the creme de la creme of dental hospitals here in Ireland and got all the x-rays imaginable, where we found the adult tooth, laying on its side, under my tongue, towards the back of my mouth. I actually have an RTX 3080. Most impressive post here. He asked for 1%, not 0.00001%. If you have a 7 in, 18 centimeters, penis, you are in the top 1% of men worldwide. Keep that in mind when everyone you know, and on the internet, somehow has a 8+ inch log. Edit, I recommend everybody take a look at the website I got this info from. Specifically the section titled measurement, so that you can get an accurate reading. If you think this number sounds way too short, it's probably because you're measuring wrong. Everyone is in the 1% when you measure from your taint. When I was 12 years old I was so worried girls wouldn't like me because my penis wasn't 9 inches long. That's what happens when the whole world is exaggerating. Edit, is this my most popular comment? Anyways, this song contributed to a lot of my fears. https://m.youtube.com. Women vary a lot down there and nobody tells us. I thought there was something seriously wrong with me until I saw images showing me how much variation there is. I didn't lose my virginity until way later than I would have if I had known I wasn't a freak of nature. Bro, I was so close, fuck, I just needed another 3 inches. When Spotify released listening statistics at the end of 2020, I was on the top 1% of Weird Al Yankovic listeners. Seeing this reminds me of this guy I dated 10 years ago. He came over for a family dinner at my cabin and asked if he could play dinner music. We always had classical music playing when we had dinner there, and so my family said sure, why not? And he played Weird Al Yankovic for the whole dinner. At one point my grandpa just went, what the fuck are we listening to? Was he trying to break up with you? I'm top 1% of Google local guides in my area. That's pretty cool. I've heard the top guides get awarded some gear. Have you gotten anything for your contribution? I heard that too. Was interested in the swag, and since I travel a lot for work, I thought, hey, let's do this. Over the course of a few weeks, I grew fast. Being level 7 for 2 years now, all I got was a coupon code to send a free Christmas card with a photo from my Google Photos. One holiday card. The myths of swag are overrated and from the earliest adopters. At the end of Detroit, Become Human, they tell you the percentage of people who got the same ending as you. Mine was 1%. Damn, what ending did you get? I was also surprised to learn that only 1% of people shoot Chloe as Connor and ask where Jericho is. I got the one where you nuke Detroit, lol. Me and my 11-year-old son tag teamed a Hazard level 5 mission on Deep Rock Galactic, which was meant for a 4-man crew. We beat it from beginning to end in one shot and got an award for it, saying that only 65% of players have beaten Hazard 5 from beginning to end. Edit, wow, thanks for all the R and S's. Carl would truly be proud of the DRG community, one of the finest in gaming. So, some clarity on the mission. It was an elimination mission and we got the twins and the Dreadalft. The fireballs the Dreadalft shoots had a huge explosion radius and it was super aggressive, and the twins were moving constantly and their ranged attacks were merciless. I was engineer with submachine gun, proximity mines and the laser crossbow with the overclock that gives faster reload and extra ammo, and the submachine gun has the overclock where turrets send out an electric shockwave when hit with submachine gun. My son was the gunner class and I'm not sure what he was running other than the cannon, revolver with exploding bullets and fire grenades. Much love my dudes. Edit #2, some people were wondering specific details about the achievement. I just checked it again and it was going lethal. Not as cool as Carl would be proud, but still at 65% on Xbox RN. For Carolines. Rock and stone. To the bone. Dude, I think you're underselling your achievement. That Chivo I'm pretty sure is for clearing a Haz-5 mission without anybody dying or calling a supply pod. Plenty of people have beat Haz-5s, but doing it without dying or restocking. That's a bit trickier.